Chekhov 27, and I regret to inform you that Santa has been involved in a rather unfortunate accident involving an incredibly handsome video game reviewer and his sexy car. But fear not, for I have graciously volunteered to fill in for Santa this year. But we have run into a little problem. It's too fucking dark outside! And that is why I must ask you, Chekhov with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Fuck you say about my nose, bitch? Who you calling a bitch? Well, I'm calling you a bitch. Oh, you wanna fucking go? Bring it on, bitch. Well, I'll kick your fucking ass, little punk ass bitch. You think you can fuck with me? I'll fuck you up. Yeah, well, I'll fuck you up, you punk ass bitch. Fight. I have emerged victorious, which means I'm Santa now! But before we deliver all of these presents, let's watch a video. This video was suggested by HD Trippy Tyler. Thank you for your suggestion, which has firmly cemented your position on my naughty list. Open Season is an animated film that was released in 2006 and received rave reviews such as... Oh no. This is gonna suck, isn't it? True to form, I boot up the game and am greeted by the Ubisoft logo, which means it's time to put on those condoms, boys and girls, because God knows what diseases this game has. You start out the game as Boog the Bear and... Wait a minute. Licensed game, Bear, Ubisoft? This game's ripping off Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure! How dare you, Ubisoft! Look, I can forgive the DRM, the microtransactions, the misleading trailers, pretending that adding a female character to a game is too hard, and the sexual assault in the workplace. I can forgive all of that, but I will not sit here and let you tarnish the good name of Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure! Listen up, Ubisoft. If Open Season is not a 5 out of 5, you will be receiving a painful kick in the dick for Christmas. So you start out as Boog the Bear, having a horrifying dream sequence where you have to chase a giant teddy bear. He wakes up and you find that Boog actually lives in a garage that's owned by this woman. Now, gather round, children. I'm gonna tell you what to do in case you ever see a bear in a garage. Make sure you keep your distance and do not make eye contact. Because if you do, that bear will chase you down, tear off your clothes, and suck your dick. And while that may sound like fun, I can assure you that it is not. So you're in a garage and you have to speak to this woman. This is when the game shows the weird way it does cutscenes. Every cutscene is done in a first-person perspective, and sometimes the game will prompt you with yes or no questions that you answer by nodding with the C stick. And this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. Not only is it barely functional, it also only happens a select few times in the game, making it an essentially worthless addition. I imagine someone at Ubisoft said, "Hey, you know what'd be cool? If we made it so you had to actually nod in the game, like in real life. Wouldn't that be cool?" And then someone else said, "Jerry, that is the worst idea I have ever heard. It is truly no wonder that you work here. I would high-five you right now if we worked at another company. But since this is Ubisoft, I will be fondling your ass cheeks so I can get another promotion." So you get into the lady's car, free a deer that's strapped to a truck, break into a grocery store, get shot with a tranquilizer dart, and wake up in the forest. Which all sounds eerily similar to the last time I dropped acid with Daniel Radcliffe, but with much less sword fighting. This is where the game actually starts. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It fucking sucks. A majority of the game, you just walk around and throw shit. Pick up the deer, throw him at a wall. Look at that. Fucking hilarious. You can even pick up a rabbit and throw it at a hunter so it fucks him in the mouth. Now you see, this part I like. Too bad the rest of the game was developed by a team of sexually dysfunctional onions with large, meaty penises. So the whole point of the game is that it's open season, and Boog just wants to get home after being dropped in the middle of the forest. But he also kinda wants to murder some hunters. And look, a little murder here and there never hurt anyone. But the murder in this game is so boring. A large part of this game is getting rid of these hunters by roaring at them. Now what you're supposed to do is sneak up on them with this fucking awful stealth mechanic. But it's a lot easier to just throw the deer at them than run up and scare them. Or you can pick them up and throw them off a bridge. That usually works in real life too. And I'm not kidding, this is a majority of this 3-hour game, and I don't really know what else I can say about it. It's boring, it's repetitive, and it touched me in my no-no place. But I suppose that is to be expected from a Ubisoft game. What the hell? God damn it, open season! You leave the dog alone! That's a bad game! It's a very bad game! Alright, let's move on to the parts of the game that are not fucking with hunters. You have these sections that are basically just dodging shit while going down hills, rivers, or ripping off Donkey Kong. It's okay, but kind of hard to control. It's a little difficult to move, so you'll find yourself hitting a few things, but these sections are pretty short and aren't as bad as they could be. The worst defense here is just how boring these sections are. Which brings me to the next item on our list. Mild frustration, which is brought to us by Elliot's stages. Now, don't get me wrong, these stages are not difficult, they just suck more than hanging out with Leroy. Shut the fuck up, Leroy! I don't care that you're bleeding out! I am not taking you to the hospital until my aim gets better! Stop moving! These Elliot sections try to do some light platforming and have a different format of stealth, where you lure the hunters into traps. And much like the other sections, it doesn't control very well. But the sections are so short that the frustration is short-lived, with the total end result being complete boredom. And that's pretty much the major theme of this game. Complete and utter boredom. I found it so difficult to just pay attention half the time. It also feels a bit lazy. The levels are so short and uninspired that it feels like a slap in the face when you get close to the end, just to go through old levels with new objectives. It's honestly a bit of a shame, because for the most part, it functions. But much like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's boring and repetitive. That's why I'm giving this game a 2 out of 5. Which means I'm coming for you, Ubisoft. Your penis will never truly be safe so long as I breathe. But before I go on my dick-kicking rampage, I want to take a moment to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I know you have all been good little boys and girls, and have been playing plenty of Christmas nights into dreams. Because if not, I will be coming down your chimney and rubbing my balls on your dog. I'm Santa now, so I can do that. And with all that said, a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. In a dream I can see you are not far away. Anytime, any place, oh, I can see your face. You're that special one that I've been waiting for, and I hope you're looking for someone like me. In my dreams I can hear you calling me,